stop to think how much you care? Have you always been selfish with your love? Na 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 na. Hey, what's with you? I still miss you. Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love. Hey, what's with you? I still miss you. Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love. I don't care to be your tail. I'm not hanging around if you can't tell that I need some loving just as well. You're gonna lose me. Na, na, na. Hey. Said, hey, what's with you? I still miss you. Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love. Hey, what's with you? I still miss you. Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love. Oh, hey, what's with you? I still miss you. Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love. Hey, what's with you? I still miss you. Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love tonight. La 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 la. Yeah. She's like the air, she's all I breathe. She's like a warm and sunny day all over me. And when I think of how my life could really be, she's all I need. She's like the sky, where birds they fly so high. She's like the colors of the rainbow, and I will follow you where you go. And if I think of how my life could really be, she's all I need. She's like the sunrise that opens my eyes, and like the deep sea, she's a mystery. She's like a shiny star way up so far that twinkles in the big dark galaxy. She's like the trees, so wild and free. She's like a field of pretty flowers. I could spend my days and hours. And if I think of how my life could really be, she's all I need. My eyes, and like the deep sea, she's a mystery. She's like a shiny star way up so far that twinkles in the big dark galaxy. She's like the trees, oh so wild and free. She's like a field of pretty flowers. I could spend my days and hours. And if I think of how my life could really be, she's all I need. And when I think of how my life could really be, she's all I need. Annie talks. When I think about love, I think of us together. You and I forever, yes we will be. If my heart was a lock, you'd be the key. When I think about love, I think of you and me. When I think about love, I think how much I need to cuddle and adore you, oh, endlessly. I climb the highest mountain and shout with glee. When I think about love, I think of you and me. Baby, there's no other, we just got each other. I've searched the whole galaxy to think that if I never found you, what in the world would I do? My life would be so incomplete. When I think about love, well, I think how much I love you. There's no one above you. You're all I need. We belong together. It's destiny. When I think about love, I think of you and me. Annie talks, Annie talks. Baby, there's no other, we just got each other. I've searched the whole galaxy to think that if I never found you, what in the world would I do? My life would be so incomplete. When I think about love, well, I think how much I love you. There's no one above you. You're all I need. We belong together. It's destiny. When I think about love, I think of you and me. When I think about love, I think of you and me. When I think about love, I think of you and me.
Hi, this is Felicity, and you're watching the Annie Talks show.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by.
Annie talks, Annie talks. Welcome to the show. Here we go with Annie talks. Annie talks, Annie talks. Welcome to the show. Here's the host. It's Annie talks.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Annie Talks show. I am so
excited to be here, and I'm so thrilled that all of you are here as well. I'm just gonna kind of look at chat here real quick, but thank you guys all so much for being here. We've got, let's see, oh my goodness, we got a bunch of people. TC, Phil, hi Phil. We got Retro Dot, Sugarrath. Oh my goodness, if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of scrolling up. But thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm super excited for this. If you're new to this show, by the way, my name is Annie Talks Show. I am a variety streamer, primarily a twitchsings streamer, but I also, when I first started, which actually is my 1 year anniversary, my very, very first Twitch stream was a talk show and podcast stream, and then a just chatting stream. So my 1 year anniversary was in February, but this is my 1 year anniversary for Twitch Sings as well. So it's 1 year anniversary as a whole. But so yeah, I'm a variety streamer. If you've never been to my stream before, I'm super excited to be here. I always get super nervous right about this time because I'm like, oh my gosh, everything, if you guys know about technology, the things that could just fry my brain. So thank you guys so much. Well, as you know, we have a very, very special guest on the show. I'm really, really, really excited to have her. It's been a while. I did have the privilege of meeting her very, very recently, actually. Well, maybe not recently, but sometime in November last year, 2019. In fact, there was a few of us in a SoCal meetup, and we had the opportunity to meet with Felicity in person. So I'm super excited to have her on the show. And so before we get started, you guys already know who she is, I'm sure. She's a partner Twitch variety streamer. She's the creator of the Daretoduet. So a little bit about her is that Felicity has been a content creator on Twitch since 2012. She has created content for a variety of categories, which include gaming, music, travel, podcasts, game shows, cooking, and more. A year ago, she created a show called Daretoduet that has seen over 200 unique contestants in its 25 shows. Amazing, 25 shows. Felicity has always laid the foundation of her stream upon positivity, authenticity, and passion. These core values have guided her in creating the community she has today, which is an important part of her stream. Felicity currently streams Team Fight Tactics TFT, Twitch Sings, music, and is pushing toward more educational content and discussion sessions. So everybody, please give a warm welcome for my guest, Felicity!
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Annie. And I am super, super stoked to be here. Thank you everyone for coming out. I did have the pleasure of meeting Annie, and she is so sweet and so much fun. She had actually asked me to do this podcast a while back. I think it was like November last year.
Right around that time. Yeah.
And things have just been so hectic. It's just been ridiculous. As you know, I travel for work, and every single week I'm in a different city, and then on weekends we host Dare to Duet, and we have all this stuff, and finally we finally found some time to finally make this happen, and I'm really excited for it.
Yay, me too. And I think you guys are in store for some really cool stuff. She's going to be sharing quite a few things with us. So Fel, oh gosh, okay. Okay, calm down. I'm super fangirling, you guys. Super fangirling. Oh, stop. Okay, so this intro that we just gave, I know it probably just touches just a small part of your life. So why don't you just kind of fill in a little bit of the gaps of who Felicity is, and maybe a little bit about your background, and then kind of leading up to who Felicity is today.
Sure, no problem. So I grew up in Gainesville, Florida. It's a very small town where the only thing really is the University of Florida. So I grew up there, and I ended up going to college at the University of Florida, and I got my bachelor's in marketing, and then I went on to get my master's degree, actually also at the University of Florida, in information systems and operations management. And from then on, I got a job at a big company doing IT management consulting. So I
Wow.
did that for, well, it was my job until I got laid off
Oh
last.
no.
But it's a lot of people have been really sympathetic towards that, and given me so much support. So I've been very thankful for that. And it's honestly like, it's actually relieving. And I know people don't usually say that when they get laid off, but in my case, the travel was just wearing me down so much.
Wow.
It's been 5 years of just flying out every Monday early morning, and then staying at a hotel all week and coming back Thursday night. And that's been 5 years of that, like nonstop. So
My goodness. When did you have time to stream? I mean, did you bring all your stuff with you?
no, I could, like, I definitely tried to stream at the hotels, but just with consulting, it's just long hours, and usually there's just no time. And when I did try to, the hotels were like, the internet was always so bad.
Oh yes, very spotty.
Yeah, there was just no way. I tried so hard, and it just never worked out. So when I got home on the weekends, I would stream, and I feel like I didn't have a life for like 5 years.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, every now and then I feel like I had a few breathers, but
yeah. Well, their loss is our gain, so we get to see a lot more of Felicity. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. Yay.
Thank you, Annie. I appreciate it.
Of course. And just so you guys know, everybody in chat, you have an opportunity later on in the stream, or later on in the interview, to ask Fel or Felicity some questions, things that maybe we didn't already cover here. So think of some questions. If you want to join the question session, you can use exclamation point join, and then we'll retrieve your question. So ask your question in that. So exclamation point join, and then we'll retrieve it. So just sit back, relax, and hear and see all that we're going to be sharing with you. And then if we didn't answer any of your questions and you have more questions, then just know you can join that at the end of the session.
Don't grill me too hard though.
Yeah.
Somebody saying I'm bringing the hard stuff.
Yeah. Don't ask your blood type or any of that. We're good.
Social security number.
Yeah, for sure. None of that. So let's talk a little bit more about because what people may or may not know, because you are also a gamer streamer. We'll talk a little bit about that in a few, but you are also a musician. A musician. So, Lord, why can't I say that word? Musician. Goodness gracious. I know it is a hard word. So tell us a little bit more about that and how you got started with music.
Sure. So I grew up in a very typical Asian household. So my parents got me started on an instrument when I was 4 years old. So I started piano lessons when I was 4. And actually, I think it was because we went to China and I saw that my cousin was playing piano and I got jealous. So I was like, I need to take some piano lessons too, so I can one up her next time I'm going to China, So, my parents, they got me piano lessons, and I ended up having lessons classically trained until I was, I want to say 17. So I actually took piano lessons for a really, really long time. And I rarely play classical music on stream, because usually I sing and I'm just playing chords with my singing. But yeah, I am classically trained on piano. And then when I was 8 years old, I picked up violin. And this is a funny story, because I was attending a recital for young musicians, and there was a very cute boy there. He played the violin, and I had a humongous crush on him right when I saw him. And afterwards, we were talking, our parents became friends. It was this really cute Korean boy, and he
Aw.
inspired me to pick up the violin. So my parents had no choice. They had to give me violin lessons as well.
Oh my goodness. Wait, okay, so how many instruments can you play?
Just piano, violin, and then guitar and ukulele.
And then of the instruments you play, which is your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say piano. It's stuck with me the longest, and I'm the most proficient, I guess, on piano. The violin, I've just completely forgotten. Maybe if that boy was still in my life, maybe I could still be good at violin.
Oh God. All nonchalant says you forgot beatboxing.
Oh my gosh, no.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we actually, this is a good segue because we do have a video that we're going to show. And it's showing a little bit of your, let me just open up this window real quick. It's showing a little bit of some of her musical talent. So you guys all get to see some of her musical talent right now. So give me 1 minute and then we will transition right over. Here we go. Okay.
But it's a good excuse, but I love to use. Baby, I know what to do. Baby, I will love you. I'll love you. I'll love you. Love, I don't need those things. I don't need no ring. I don't need anything but you with me. 'Cause in your company I feel happy, oh so happy and complete. And it's a good excuse, but I love to use. Baby, I know what to do. Baby, I will love you. I'll love you. I'll love you. But it's a good excuse, but I love to use.
I love that. That is so cute. Tell us a little bit more about this. When you do music streams, right, or music performing arts streams, do you do you just kind of wing it a little bit, or you just kind of go, oh, I'm gonna do piano today, or I'm gonna do this today, or I'm gonna do that today?
It's usually winging it, like almost all my streams.
Well, yeah, everybody's the same.
Yeah. And well, when I'm here at my parents' house, it's very like I'm at my parents' house right now. This is not my normal, like not my place in Tampa. But I have very limited tools, I guess. I don't have my keyboard here, so I can't play any piano. But I do have a guitar. So lately over here, it's just been guitar. But if I'm at my place in Tampa, if I'm doing a music stream, I'll do mostly piano, and then whatever songs come up, it just depends on what people might request, and if I want to do it on guitar or whatever, sometimes I'll pick that up.
Right. So how do you feel about like live learns? Because I've watched a few people like do music and performing arts, and it's one thing to have your song list, right? When you have a song list and you know you're confident singing these songs or playing these songs, I think it would petrify me if somebody were to say do a live learn. I'll be like, I don't think so. Do you ever do live learns?
Not if I'm not really. If I've never heard a song before, the reason, and I guess like on the piano, if it's just like a piano song, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I can read sheet music. But whereas like if you're singing, it's so you can't just like, if you don't know it, you can't just like sing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sing something close to it, but for me, I don't know. I just feel like it would take up a lot of time if I was gonna be live learning and be satisfied with whatever I'm like producing afterwards.
Yeah.
So I don't do the live learn, but much props to people who can do it.
I know. I've seen a few of them, and oh my goodness, they just like go at it. I'm like, how do you do that? So yeah, it would maybe stress me out a lot. So
Oh yeah.
So now let's also talk about some of you, because you're also we talked a little bit about your music background and what you do on a music and performing arts stream. So what do you do in terms of gaming? So let's talk a little bit about how you got started in gaming, and when did you become a Twitch partner, and how did that make you feel?
We are going back in time. So I started streaming way back in 2012, and it was like right after Justin TV became Twitch TV. So it was like way back in time. And I started streaming because one of my friends, he streamed his StarCraft 2 gameplay, and he was like, yo, check it out, you can actually see me live playing. And I'm like, what? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I was like, let me try it as well. So I started streaming myself at that point, and I was obsessed with StarCraft 2. Like, that was my game back in and I played the crap out of that game. That was like my main game. And then for a while I actually played League of Legends for a little bit as well back then.
True gamer, guys. True gamer. Awesome.
And I dabbled in all sorts of games. And it was during that time when my after a year or two, I think, maybe after a year, my stream was growing a lot. And then I started playing Arma 3. And it was called Arma 3 Life, which is it was RP. And I guess, I don't know if you know much about GTA 5 right now, but they have those servers that are like No Pixel and whatever. So No Pixel used to be on Arma 3 Life. So I used to play I used to RP on those servers, and it was at that time, I think at that time, that was like the peak of my like streaming career, I guess. Like, that's when I had the most concurrent viewers, I guess.
Right.
So I did all of that, and then I've just streamed all kinds of different things. I've done cooking streams, trivia shows, kinds of different games. I did RuneScape at one point, like, I don't know, just Counter-Strike, like literally like everything.
Wow. And then, okay, so then tell us a little how you got, when did you become a partner, and what was your initial feeling?
That's right. That was what you asked.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It was around that time. Gosh, I actually am not entirely sure when that, I want to say that was either end of 2013 or beginning of 2014.
Wow. Okay.
I think it was in 2014, actually. Yeah, it must have been in 2014. It was StarCraft and like Arma 3 Life. And when I got it, I was stoked. I never thought I could reach that point. And it finally happened, and it was just, I was just so happy. And I was thinking of all the possibilities and the future of all of that.
My goodness. So wait, 2014. So you've been a partner for 6 years around.
Yes. Yep.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so like, I have like chicken skin because it's like I got a real partner on my stream. Yay. Goodness, that's so, I bet you that had to be like super exciting, because all of us aspire to be just a even that far along. To be an affiliate, it's one thing, but I'm sure being a partner must be just the top of the moon, right? It's
I think everyone, well, I feel like a lot of people fantasize about being partner, but it's not, I guess, I don't know, it's not as like crazy as it seems. I don't know, like all the partners are still regular people. Right. It's, at the end of the day, it's what you make of your journey and what you end up doing on your stream.
So, and as a partner, do you have creative freedom to kind of create what you want on your streams? Do you just like, I think you have a team of people that kind of help you develop your streams and things of that nature?
I don't. I guess like, I feel like it's still the same as if I wasn't a partner, because I'm still, trying to create unique content for myself, and that's just what I do, like in my free time, and I spend that time doing it. Luckily, I have cool people like TC and Arctic who work with me to put together all these cool shows and everything like that. But otherwise, there's nothing that's like, there's not like a Twitch team or anything that helps with any of that.
Right. Now,
If that makes sense.
how many times have you been to TwitchCon?
3 times.
3 times. Okay. So we're going to get ready to play a video that you sent to me. And I'd like for you to maybe talk a little bit about this. This is the Feuding Families. So why don't you talk a little bit about this before we get into it and have everybody take a look at it. I love this video so much.
Okay, it's the Feuding Families
Yeah.
one? Okay. So that one, I think they had reached out to several partners to be part of this, like the charity plaza for like Tiltify was putting together this thing where they had all different charities there, and it was at TwitchCon, and they had different kinds of shows. I don't know what other shows there was, the different kind of games and stuff. And the one that I was part of is called Feuding Families, basically like Family Feud.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was on that show, the question was, name a body part that begins with the letter T. So what you're about to see is very, very interesting because we had run out of ideas and we had run out of body parts that we could think of.
But they were sweeping the board, you guys. Her team was sweeping the board. So she was tasked with the last panel, I guess, right?
Yeah, and it was up to me. It was winner. It was, oh gosh. All right.
Okay. All right. We're gonna cue this up right now.
I'm gonna say tummy.
Tummy. Okay. Twitch says. That is number 5, making a comeback. All right, Felicity. One more answer remains. You guys still have 3 chances to get it. Part of the body that begins with the letter T.
Tibia.
Tibia, Twitch says. That is unreal. Sweeping the board. Sweeping the board. Wow, okay. Well, next up to the podium, Jasmina.
Oh my gosh, that makes me laugh so hard. I think it's so cute. I like your face. Okay, first of all, you're contemplating, you're like, tibia. And then just at the end, when you swept that whole round and they were so excited. Oh my gosh. How fun was that?
Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. I had never met those people before. And actually the girl, I had met the girl next to me who was Janelle Wheeler, and she had actually performed with me in a previous performed as well in a show with me. Mm-hmm. But she was actually on American Idol.
Nuh-uh, really?
Janelle Wheeler. It was like way early, like years ago.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So now this is you this came about because you're a Twitch partner, right? So was this a new show? Was this last year or
I think they have, so I'm not entirely sure if they set it up this way the year before.
Okay.
This was the one last year, the most recent TwitchCon.
Right.
But I know that every year they have like different kinds of like shows and stuff like that people can participate in. They didn't ask me before though, so this was like the first time they actually asked me to be a part of this, or I missed an email in the past. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. How fun was that? And then, so now when you went to TwitchCon, let's talk about your first TwitchCon. I know that we didn't really touch on this much, but when you first went to TwitchCon after you became a partner, how different was that from, were you going to TwitchCon before you became a partner? And then what was it like after you?
Sure. I actually had not attended a TwitchCon before I was partner.
Okay.
And actually they didn't have TwitchCon when I had first become a partner. And then there was one year I think when TwitchCon started, the first TwitchCon they had, I couldn't go because I had just started my job and it was just I just couldn't go. But then when I finally did go, it was really exciting, and like there was just so much stuff to do that and like I'm the type of person that doesn't really like, I kind of just go with the flow. I don't plan things much, because I just like to see where things take me, and I like to explore, and that's what I kind of did the first TwitchCon. But after that I was like, wow, there's just so much stuff to do there that I need to plan next year. So I ended up planning the year after that, at least how to spend my time a little better.
Right.
And I think that's the sentiment that people feel after they get out of TwitchCon. They're like, oh, I wish I did this. I wish I did this. I wish I spent more time with these people. You just can't get enough of you can't get enough of it. There's just a lot of stuff to do.
How fun. Okay, so now we're gonna transition a little bit off of Twitch. So let's talk a little bit more about, let's say, like your biggest influencers growing up, and even from then and now. So who was your biggest influencer growing up, and then who today inspires you?
Sure. My biggest influencers growing up, I would have to say, are my parents. And at the time when I was younger, I probably didn't feel that way. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, my mom, dad's always nagging me about all this stuff.
So annoying.
Yeah. But I would say that the way that I was brought up has really defined me a lot. And I truly appreciate now all the things that, you know, my parents did and the things that they taught me. And I just feel very grateful to have been brought up in a household with good morals, and you know, they're just really great, caring people. And I think a lot, you know, those values transferred over to me, and that's definitely shaped me into the person that I am today. So very grateful.
Awesome. And how supportive were they, or are they, when they learn that you like to game and that you are an influencer?
Not.
Oh no.
Not at all. No. Oh my gosh. It was like every single time if I gamed back in the day, and this was like in college, this is like after I started streaming, so I was like 22 already, and every time like when I would come home, I'd be like on my laptop or whatever, and I'd be gaming. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so bad, please stop now, like, and then they would just give me a lecture every time they saw me game. So it's just, that's been a struggle, I will say.
Yeah.
And they're just like, why are you wasting time like streaming and all that? I still get some of that from them now, but they've definitely like, after I showed them that, you know, like I became like a Twitch partner, and like, you know, it is like some like income on the side. It's not like it's a complete like waste of time.
Yeah.
They were like a little okay with it, but even now, like when I stream for a few hours here, like after I'm done, they're like, you are always on the computer. This is so unhealthy. Like, you need to stop doing this. Like, you need, like, I don't know. It's still a struggle sometimes, but they've gotten better.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Dare to Duet, but I do remember at one point I think you made an announcement. I think it was on a show that I was on, where you were like, my parents are watching. So how did they take that when they saw that it's not just gaming, it's actually something, you know, like this. It's
Right.
to this caliber. How did they take it, and how did it make you feel?
Sure. So the first time they saw me was when we were sharing with them that it was on the front page.
Right.
And surprisingly, afterwards, they were actually pretty supportive, because they didn't realize, like, I guess, like, I don't know. I guess they haven't really seen me like broadcast before, and like at home, I'm very like relaxed and chill and all of that, and I'm like not I'm not like professional or anything. So when they were watching Dare to Duet, my mom was like, wow, you can actually like speak publicly like this, like you can actually like, you know, she was like, that it's actually pretty good. So that was really, really nice, you know, feedback.
It's her little girl. Look mom, look where I am now. and then today, so who inspires you today? Who do you feel is like your biggest influencer today?
So I like this question a lot, but also I don't have a single, I don't have specific people who are my largest like inspirations, but I want to say that I truly feel this way. I feel like I'm inspired by a lot of people. And I would say that the community that I'm part of in general really inspires me. Just little things that people do. Um, it truly does. Just little random acts of kindness that I see. People taking the time out to help somebody else. I see that and I'm like, that is so awesome that it motivates me to want to do that type of thing, those type of things for other people. And not just that, but you see people like share some of their projects, they share some of their music, creativity, whatever it may be, even some of their food that they're having or whatever, any kind of cooking. That inspires me because it's just seeing that from other people, it makes me very excited. And I think it's really cool that we can be these positive influences on each other. And I'm just so grateful every single day that I'm part of such a cool community.
Aw, that's awesome. You mentioned food. So are you a foodie and do you like to cook?
I am a foodie, but I don't cook very often.
Me neither.
I can though. Like I can't. It's not that I can't cook. It's not that I'm really like lazy. Maybe like lazy is part of it, but it's just that when I'm by myself, I don't really like to spend so many hours cooking, and then I eat in like 5-10 minutes because I'm so hungry, and then I have to spend the rest of the time like cleaning up. So
yeah, it's like, oh, then the magic's gone after that, right? When you're like, oh,
yeah, like if I'm cooking for like my family or like other people, it's a lot more exciting.
yeah.
But if it's like myself, which I've been living alone by myself for like since I was like 18.
Oh wow, she's very independent, everybody. So speaking of which, she's got this really playful nature, and I love it. And I've happened to kind of like just be a fly on the wall and lurk in her streams every once in a while. Sometimes I'll just like say hi. I don't know if this happens to you, but I wait for like opportune times to say hi, because like if you or anybody in stream is so involved in like say a first person shooter game and they're getting ready to go for a big kill, now's not the time to say hi. So I always wait for time to say hi or to say hello. Excuse me. But you sent me a video. Maybe you can tell everybody a little bit about this, but I want to show her playful side, which is called The Clutch. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that video, and then we'll watch it.
Oh, it's okay. Well, first of all, if you watch the video, maybe if those of you guys watching, maybe turn down your speakers a little bit.
Oh boy.
Well, actually, it should be fine. TC actually helped me edit it and compress it a bit. Otherwise, it'd be a lot more loud.
Oh God. Okay, let's see.
It should be a little better now. But so I really, really, really enjoy playing CS:GO, but I'm not very good at it, and I'm really not good at it. And I'm very jumpy when I play games, and I in like stressful situations, I freak out a lot. Like I freak out a whole lot. So this clip, this clip pretty much defines my CS:GO experience.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna get ready to watch it right now.
Wait.
Yep. Mother.
Whoa. I'm gonna rotate from here instead of.
Oh, what a bastard.
Oh, I got someone.
Nice. Catwalk now. Oh shit.
They are.
Here, catwalk. Pick it. Low, right.
Oh my god.
You sure?
I got that.
To your right.
No.
You got it. To your left.
Touch it.
Oh my god.
Touch it.
Oh my god. CT. Yeah, that way.
Oh my god.
Someone
I'm
clip
so
it.
Scared. I'm so scared.
Oh my lord.
She's the greatest. She's the greatest.
You're no longer negative.
Clip that,
Someone clip it.
I love that.
Oh my god. Somehow I got an ace and I killed everyone on their team.
Oh my gosh. That is so cute. Like I said, I don't know if this was the one I was like being a fly on the wall or one of them where you were just like this, so involved and very focused. I was like, I want to say hi, but wait, I'll wait. So yeah, but that's now for those who are not familiar with this game, what game is this? Like me.
It's Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so CS:GO.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh my goodness. So yeah, like people like me who don't know. See, I'm a gamer. I'm more board games and, you know, more community, easy listening, maybe kinds
Fun
of games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those games are fun.
But and then one time I was in your stream, you said, "Have you ever played a first-person shooter game?" I'm like, "Kind of. World War Z." Yeah, what a first-person shooter first experience is to play World War Z. Johnny freaking Rico, who's in this chat right now, brought me over, and it's like, oh, I get so nervous. I don't know how you don't get nervous with it. You know,
I haven't played that one, but no, I can understand what it's like to get nervous. And I play with like TC and Arctic and Enams a lot, and they're always like, well, Arctic's always getting on my case, like, why do you always like just completely spaz out like when you're playing? It's like, yeah, because it's scary.
It is. Sometimes I swear, and Johnny knows, like, and a few people that I game with, look at me, listen to me, game. The few people that I play with, after maybe just one, I'm like, I'm so stressed. I literally like have a migraine. So you know, I don't know. I don't know if this is the career for me as a gamer. Yeah, for sure. Not the career for me.
Yeah. I know Tem Gongju.
Yes,
I know that she says she gets motion sickness if she even watches.
Yeah.
So she can't even watch a lot of games.
Yeah, totally. See, that's how I feel too. Oh, I get super like nauseous sometimes, or just realizing it's just a game, Johnny says, or even if he's just telling me to go like follow me. Oh, that's the other thing. I have to always follow him. So it's like whatever. So I'm following him. I can't just like be alone by myself. Like, you know, I like look to you and I go, God, how could you do that? I can't like go off and venture off, you know, all by myself. I have to like I have to go follow somebody. It's so stressful.
I think I just I just have too much pride. I'm like, I gotta get some kills.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just in the back. I gotta like do something.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna cycle through some pictures. You guys will see some videos in the pictures, or pictures in this slideshow. But we have a couple questions for Fel regarding twitchsings. When it first came out, I know that you guys just had your 1-year anniversary on Dare to Duet, but twitchsings as a whole is also 1 year old, right? And so why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started with twitchsings, and then even how Dare to Duet came about.
Sure. Surprisingly, I actually did not get into the beta for twitchsings.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it was, I think I was actually kind of mad.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty mad. Because there were a lot of people that had gotten the beta, and it was like when we were at the last TwitchCon, TC had helped me like sign up for it, and I had even signed up for it myself in the emails. And I was a really big part of the music community.
Right.
And so it was pretty upsetting when they had given the beta to a lot of people who didn't even care about playing the game at all, you know?
Right.
I think I'm not going to talk. Well, I think there could have been some improvements to the way that they gave out the beta keys.
Okay. Right.
Let's just put it at that. Yeah, I didn't get into the beta, but then when it actually fully released, I think it was a month before Dare to Duet. I hopped on, and it was an awesome experience, and it was better than I thought it would be. You know, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
now it's really kind of evolved. I remember, if I remember correctly, I remember seeing an early like beta version of it, and then how it's evolved to now and all the improvements it's made. So
oh yeah, it definitely has evolved a lot, and I know that the devs have worked hard to make it a better game, and they've listened to what people have said, and they've added all kinds of things and try to fix a lot of things. So it's been, I'm glad that they've been able to do that.
Right. So tell us a little bit about Dare to Duet and how that came about.
Sure. So it was after I had played some twitchsings, I noticed how friendly the community really was, and everyone was just so supportive of each other. And you just got such a variety. There are a lot of good singers, but there were people of a lot of different skill levels, and different people were saying all different kinds of songs and everything. And overall, it was just it's just a fun game for everyone, no matter what skill level you are. Some people are really experienced in singing. Some people play it in a way that's they take it very seriously and they want to perfect their singing. And then some people just do it like karaoke, just whatever, or goof off, or there's a range of people. And but something that really caught my attention was the sense of community. We were thinking, because in the past on my channel we had done talent shows. And we were thinking about this idea: what if we did something like a competition within twitchsings? And this whole duet feature, it just opened new opportunities. And like the whole idea behind it was I loved the teamwork part of it, and that's something that I felt could be could be a part of a show that we could create. Maybe if we put people into teams, we get some like captains up there. We've thought of, how like on The Voice they have these like golden buzzers and stuff. So like all of this stuff started coming together, and finally we created Dare to Duet. We came up, we were even brainstorming on the name for a while as well.
Interesting. Can you share with us some of the earlier names that you had before you settled on Dare to Duet?
I don't know if I remember.
TC's here. You can ask him.
He might have some of our notes, because what we do, because we've come up with other stuff in the past as well. We do a lot of brainstorming together, and it was during a 4-hour car. I was driving for 4 hours because I was coming back from a project for work, and I would just get on the. I used to get on the Voice with like TC, Arctic, and whoever else, and we would just like brainstorm different ideas. So in that 4 hours, we constructed pretty much the whole show.
Wow!
But we did like just going through it, because there's so many little things like and when we come up with these ideas, we try to think of everything we possibly can, anything that we need to address, like what if this happens, like what if this team does this, what if the voting messes up in this way, what can we do to make this the best that it can be, the most efficient way. Like we try to think of everything,
right? So
but even so, sorry.
No. So someone's kind of playing devil's advocate all the time. Well, what if this, and worst case scenario? So you have a really good core team, that has really, I like the fact that you have this really strong core team, and you all kind of bounce ideas off of each other. And I think that's really, that's very, very healthy in to the Discord, to your channel, to your stream. So that's really awesome. I can't believe you came up with that in like 4 hours. Oh my gosh. In that 4-hour call or drive.
It was a very, well, we didn't, like putting it together was many more hours, but the conceptualizing it was a very productive 4-hour drive. But yeah, we did concept everything, and it was, we had a lot of different formats too. We played around with a lot of ideas until we finally came up on that format, and we're like, this show will be about 3.5 hours, and it turned out to be 7.5 when we did the first show. So we did not capture everything, like we didn't actually get the timing correct.
Thank God you weren't on the schedule.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. TC says Felicity likes to be efficient with her time. Yeah, seriously. I've actually experienced that once driving home from Vegas. Big deal, where I've actually jumped into my Discord, and had people keep me company, and we were coming up with different ideas for different things. So I can see how I can see how that community, you know, or how this came together for you. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Dux. So then when you first launched your first Dare to Duet, I know that you talked a little bit about this during your anniversary, but for those who are listening for the first time or who don't know how the first Dare to Duet show happened, can you share just a little bit about that?
How that show happened?
Yeah, or no, I mean like leading up to it, and then the first show and how successful it was. Because I actually did not tune in until about maybe my fourth week or your fourth week of Dare to Duet. Because I think actually third week. Because I think I was a contestant on the fifth week. So by the third week, I think is when I came on. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were really excited, and so when we had concepted the idea, so TC works really, really hard, and he is like, he always wants things to be perfect, which is a very good quality. And
yes.
Sometimes I stress him out because like I want to get like, I push him a lot. I have to admit I push him, but it's in a good way, and it's just that he's like, no, we need to make sure this is perfect, and we got to have this down and this down. I'm like, let's get this done in 2 weeks. We're gonna have our show 2 weeks from now. We're gonna release the signups like today or like in a few days, and then we're gonna have our next show. Actually, I think it was 1.5 weeks.
Wow.
I want to say.
Wow.
Or something. Either way, it was a very short time period. I'm like, we're gonna do this. We have everything. We're ready.
Wow.
So we contacted 4 people who could be the captains, and then we just sent out the applications, and we got a bunch of people who ended up applying, which was really, really cool, and it was just awesome to see. And yeah, we got ready for our first show, and of course I was really nervous because we had never done this before. But there was so much interest in it that first week, and it was just so cool because that's when all these different friendships had just started happening. You know, people just started getting to know each other, and like, oh, this person, like, I want to support them. But at the same time, I was like, holy crap, I've never seen this person before. And that's when I think a lot of bonding happened that first Dare to Duet, and everyone who was in the voice chats, from the feedback I've told them, it was just a really cool experience because no one had done it before. Yeah. And it was just new, and everyone was just going through this new experience together.
I mean, I love it. I mean, from the minute I think I saw it, from my third week on, you know, I was always really, really anxious to join the community, of course, the twitchsings community. And then I actually auditioned for, I submitted my audition piece for Dare to Duet, and I just kind of like submitted, and I go, okay, I probably won't hear back. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, I probably won't hear anything. And then when I mean, it was within days of me submitting, and then I was accepted as a contestant. I almost went, what? I almost went bat crap. You know, I was like, what?
But you are so talented.
Oh, no.
Such a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you. that was so amazing. But I do remember way back when you're right, it went like it was a 6-hour to plus marathon, right?
I'm so sorry.
No, and it was fine. I mean, I kind of had Shigrath, who's in chat right now, was actually on my team, and my first Dare to Duet, my partner was Tenepe, and then
that's right.
Yeah, Tenepe, and then Bad Wabbit was our captain. TC was in it, or sorry, not TC. Shigrath and oh goodness,
Martorial, I think.
Who was your partner, Shigrath? I can't remember. Was it
Martorial that week? Or was that a different week that I'm thinking of?
He goes, I forget. He did that salute, the military salute.
That was Body G. Was it that week?
I think so. Yeah, that was the week. Because the reason why I remember that very, very specifically, it was around this time. What? No, maybe it wasn't around this time, but I remember very specifically Body G. That's it. The reason why I remember it is because I had super huge mic issues. I was clipping and I was so distraught, and even Bad Rabbit and Tenepe were trying to help me and Shigrath, they were trying to help me troubleshoot some of my audio issues in the background, and I completely missed Shigrath and Body G's duet. Like I didn't even see it at all, and I felt horrible. I think I was the one vote away from them going to the next round. So I was like,
oh no!
I
But that's
know.
not your fault. That is not. I mean, you had all those issues come up.
Yeah, but it was the point was that the time in which it took for all of us as first contestants, having going through all 16 contestants, hearing every single one of our individual audition pieces, and then being selected onto the teams, and then coming up with all these lovely duets between your partner and honestly, I kind of miss that. I really do miss that time because, you know, it was a way for all of us to show our creativity in that short period of time, that 20 to 25 minute period of time. So I really enjoyed it. I know it was a little stressful at the time.
So we enjoy it as well. And, you know, we actually look back on that, and we were looking at all these duets that you guys had come up with. And honestly, those duets, you would not think that they were done in like 20 minutes at all.
Exactly.
Like if you put some of those duets into some of the ones now, you know, like you put them into the weeks where people took a week to come up with their duets, sometimes you can't even tell.
Yeah, very true.
know?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it seriously, it blew my mind. I mean, having watched it the first time, I remember week 3, I can't remember who was on week 3, but I thought to myself, what? They just put that together in 20, 25 minutes. I was glued. I remember I had to leave to go to work, and I had my phone with me in my car all the way up until when I got to work. Literally, until I got to work, I stepped in and I just went, vote, and then I left. I turned it off. Yeah, it was so funny. So that's how much I really, really enjoyed it. And it was such a wonderful, it is a wonderful, you know, community, Dare to Duet, and meeting all these awesome, beautiful, you know, talented people. And then, you know, being at the time, you know, being tasked with these, you know, go create this lovely duet between the two of you. And of course it has evolved, and, you know, Dare to Duet is always going to be near and dear to my heart, as I'm sure it is to you, but, and to you and TC and your community. But I highly recommend it to everybody. And honestly, people that come into my stream, sometimes I'll just go, hey, have you guys ever tried out? If I know that you're having a Dare to Duet, you know, in the next coming week or so, and I'll usually push that in my stream and say, you guys need to go sign up for Dare to Duet. And I think I've had a few people as a result audition.
Oh,
so
yeah, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
Oh,
We're
of
so
course.
grateful for that, because we can't, you know, just especially in the past year, I haven't been able to, you know, advertise Dare to Duet, except for I just put something out on Discord and Twitter, and other than that, you know, this past year, or this past like half a year, I've really haven't streamed much, and except for recently.
Yeah.
But when I was traveling, I couldn't stream much, so it was just we just relied on people like you, who have been gracious enough to you know, tell people about the show and get them to apply. So
right. Yeah. All your evangelists were here for you. But yeah, definitely, if you guys haven't already, you know, you know, when Felicity, can I get my mods to, I'm sure everybody already knows where your channel is, but in case anybody needs to, would like to follow Fel, can you guys shout out Felicity's channel for me, please? I would really appreciate it. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, all right. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that I think we touched a little bit about some of the things that you like to do on your stream, which are, you know, you like to game and you do your music streams. But of those, which one do you think you like to do the best?
So, I guess it depends on what mood I'm in. I don't have a set schedule right now, but I am going to develop one. A lot of times, like I said, I kind of go with the flow, and it's kind of just whatever I feel like. I don't think anyone really knows what they're gonna get when when I go live.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even know. But what I would really like to do, and what I'm trying to do is move my stream in a more educational direction, and that's just something that I'm really passionate about. I love learning,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm fascinated by the world around us, and there's just so much cool stuff out there that I just think it'd be cool to be able to discuss things, whether it's for personal development, whether it's to learn something new in science, technology, whatever it might be, and inspire others to feel that way and feel excited about learning about our world. I want to go in that kind of direction. So
Very nice.
I have a lot of fun doing like discussion streams, and exploring different kind of topics like that. So I think that's where I would like to take it. It's just that I need to, I guess I need to spend time like developing a unique way to like present it. So that's what I'm in the middle of right now.
Well, I mean, I think you have a whole village behind you, so we can definitely support you in whichever direction you decide to go, whether, if you want to attempt to do the educational streams or whichever. I know that you've got definitely a following. You've got little fangirl over here, so for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate all the support.
Of course. But I want to also show everybody a video that you shared with me. And I think you said that I don't think that very many people in your stream have seen it, actually. So, and this is, we talked a little bit about her talent in she likes to sing. She's a musician. She plays the piano, guitar, and violin at one point. And so tell us, we're going to show something from TwitchCon 2017, a talent show. Why don't you set us up a little bit about this and we'll show it.
Sure. So Twitch had announced they were having a talent show at TwitchCon, and a friend of mine who's known as AO Arms, he doesn't stream anymore, but at the time he told me about it, and he's like, we should enter. And he had just written a song that he wanted me to sing on, and we ended up recording it and everything, and he wanted to submit that, and I was like, oh my gosh, let's do it. This is like super cool. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of talent, because it's not just music. There were people who had all different kinds of talents that had submitted their videos as well. So we're like, let's just submit it, then we have nothing to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we we submitted our video, they reviewed it, and we actually ended up getting in, and we were so excited because they gave us the opportunity to perform at TwitchCon, at the TwitchCon talent show. And that was just so awesome, because not only was it on a really big stage there, but also it was broadcasted. I think it was on the front page, or at least like I actually don't remember which channel exactly that they broadcast it on, but there was definitely a large audience that were watching.
Very cool. And then tell us about who the announcers are.
Oh, sure. I'm a big fan of them both. One of them is Day9, and another one is Anna Prosser.
Awesome. So. Okay, we're going to watch this right now. I'm excited for you guys to see this. Oops. Sorry.
These next two streamers actually met and formed their duo Flipside completely through Twitch. They actually met in person for the first time here at last TwitchCon, and as a result, now they're going to be part of this talent show. Felicity and AO Arms say they are just two artists who want to share their music with the community, and that the collaboration effort between them has created original music that is fun, catchy, and exciting.
I have to say this song is really, really catchy. It got stuck in all of our heads in the best way while we were preparing for this show. It's called Your Side, and it's from their debut release, which is actually available on Amazon Music as well as Spotify and iTunes right now.
So be sure to remember these names so you can look them up later. With Felicity on vocals and AO Arms on guitar, please join us in welcoming Flipside with Your Side.
Gosh, I was so nervous.
Were you? Oh my God, I'd never guess.
Very nervous.
Met for the first time at this TwitchCon. So the first time we actually ever played this song together was on Friday. So hope you guys enjoy.
You said also that you had played like a couple days before that, right?
For the first time ever. We just met for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
Something you deny. I don't want to be your light tonight. I don't want to be so nice with you. I sleep inside. just wanna feel your bliss and delight. I'm losing my vision, so now I'll have to listen to stories of glory. And now when we were mourning of love, lust, and love, trust, and now I pour these 2 cups of whiskey. It's risky. Please tell me that you miss me. I don't wanna be your side, something you deny. I don't wanna be your light tonight. I don't wanna be so nice with you. I sleep and sigh. I just wanna feel your bliss and delight. Someone lend me a quarter or 2, 'cause I spent my money playing with you like an arcade game. Like an arcade game. Can I get an invite like all your friends? 'Cause I'm always left here in the end. And I'm riding so low. I'm riding so low. When I finally feel like I found home, the only thing I can do is throw it all down the drain, down the drain. It's pouring like rain. I'm raked out like the leaves. I'm piled out like the snow. I just wanna know when you turn so cold. I don't wanna be your side, something you deny. I don't wanna be your light tonight. I don't wanna be so nice with you. I sleep and sigh. I just wanna feel your bliss and delight. I wanna sail the seas in your shores. I wanna labor the love in your port. So send this message if you think it gives you leverage. 'Cause you're the master of this game and I'm still the apprentice. I don't wanna be your side, something you deny. I don't wanna be your light tonight. I don't wanna be so nice with you. I sleep and sigh. I just wanna feel your bliss and delight. Delight.
Woo! Aw, look at how cute you are.
I was so nervous. My voice is like so shaky.
That was so lovely.
But yeah,
Oh, thank you so
Felicity have
much,
an
you
amazing
guys.
voice.
See, I just have to play to the end. Sorry.
And that guitar playing, I think it's so awesome. When a duo can make
I can't
that
believe you
kind of
guys just met for the first time like 2 days
Even
before.
just listening to him backstage, if you ever get the chance
Oh,
to,
yeah.
I don't know, there's only a few hours left of TwitchCon, but if you spot them, hearing them play
we had
right in
never
front of you
actually
is
met
so
up
incredible.
before, but we had been hanging out and just like talking on voice chat for a
Wow.
really long time until we finally met like 2 days before we were gonna perform, and we're like, okay, let's practice our song now.
Let's practice our song. Okay, so now this is an original he wrote, and he
Yes.
okay. Did
He
you
is so talented.
did you already know it or no?
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay,
It wasn't like because we had recorded it beforehand and we had submitted it.
Oh,
So, like,
okay.
It wasn't like that bad. It wasn't just like, okay, like let's just learn a song and perform it in 2 days.
Yeah.
Like I knew it.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so exciting. I'm so So was this the first time? Wait, so TC said that you guys, it was probably streamed or no, on the front page then,
Yeah, I think
right?
it was on the Twitch channel.
Oh, on the
then.
Twitch channel.
Yeah, that's what he said. I honestly I don't remember, but I think he's right.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I loved it. It was so cute when you first sent this to me. I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. I had no idea who the announcers were. I do remember Day 9 though, after you said who it was, because I recently met him also. So yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now so back here in terms of this side, let's talk a little bit about where you think you could see yourself in 5 years.
That is a very tough question.
I know. Look in your crystal ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I never know how to answer this question, but I have a lot of goals, and I hope I will be in a place where I would love to have my own business.
Yeah.
And I think I can make that happen in 5 years. And because since I just got laid off from my job, now I have the time to
Yeah.
be able to pursue these dreams. And I have a lot of dreams that I would like to there's a lot of things that I want to be able to do, and I'm gonna be working really, really hard to accomplish those things. So hopefully that's where I'll be, and if I'm still streaming at that time, I hope by that time I will be in a place where I'm streaming educational content, things I really, really love. And I really wish, something I would love to do is be able to motivate and inspire other people.
Awesome. And then, so we're going to cycle through some of these photos. There's one photo in particular that you sent me actually today that I would, that I found really, let's see, hold on. I'm going to actually pull it up here on this side. I was like, are you sure you want me to share this? Or you're like, yeah, absolutely. So here, just really quick, because some of you guys probably may have not seen this, or maybe you have, I don't know, maybe she shared with you, but here it is. Tell us about this photo.
Which one is it?
It's sorry. Yeah, it's a delay. So it's going to be your...
So in high school, I have shared this picture before on my stream.
Okay.
I don't know how many people have actually seen it, but yes, I had a mohawk when I was a junior in high school. And my inspiration was, well, I think it was just the fact that, like, well, in high school, I was kind of a rebel.
Okay.
And,
I think, yeah.
My parents, but I was kind of a rebel at that time. And I think I had seen a picture of another girl who had a mohawk. And I was like, that is so badass. That, I have to do that to my hair. And I was like, you know what, junior year, this is a lot better than senior year, because senior year, you know, you're like, you want to have a good senior year photo because that's the one people are going to remember you by, right? So I was like, let's shave off my hair and let's go with this mohawk thing.
Oh my goodness.
I ended up doing it. And then it was in like February of junior year. And then senior year came around. We took our photos in like September, and my hair was like still like, I had like a mullet, and I was like, well, oh well, you know, worth. Hashtag worth.
Rebelicity, Stragrass said. That is so funny. Wait, so did you have long hair before that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what I you know, without getting so too personal, how did your family take that, and your friends are like
I said, I have like typical Asian parents. Okay, that actually is a story. I came home because I did this like in the morning before school started. My friend cut my hair. He brought in like a thing, and he shaved off all my hair. And then I was going home, and I was like, my parents are gonna kill me. But I was like, you know what? I didn't get like a crazy tattoo or anything.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I cut my hair.
Justified.
My hair is gonna grow back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I go home. My mom's like ironing when I got home, and I was like, oh. I came back at a very bad time, and she still had it in her hand, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so dead. She didn't do it. She didn't do that. But like, I was like, she's like, oh my God, what did you do? And they were,
oh goodness gracious,
were pissed, and I was grounded.
Oh my goodness. How long did it take for your hair to go back? Did you take an decent picture for senior year?
Well, I had like really short hair, like in my senior year photo. It was all right. It was better than it could have been, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
The worst was like when it was, because you know, like when it's growing out.
Yeah.
Like sides of your hair, like when it's like an inch long, it just like kind of sticks out, and it just looks like a
chia pet.
Yeah. It was like that. So growing that out was tough. But I was like, whatever, you know, I'm in high school. This is not college, at least. Like, I don't really care about my high school career anymore, because I was really like, I don't know. I was free spirit back in high school. I just didn't really care about what people thought.
Well, you got it out of your system. How's that?
Yeah,
exactly. Good. Well, and then no shaving your hair in the future for you now.
I did actually do it again in college.
Oh no!
Not a mohawk. I only shaved like the side of my hair. So that like like how like my hair could cover it. Like I had shaved like the side, like this side, and I
Yeah.
shaved the design into it. So but then when I was like going to class or doing anything else, I would put my hair over it, and you wouldn't be able to tell that my hair was
Oh, smart.
shaved.
Very,
So,
very
yeah.
smart. See, she's
Yeah.
resourceful and smart. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So everybody goes through that. So if there's any young ones here, just know that everybody kind of goes. Parents too. If there are any parents and young ones here, you go through that little period, where you just have to kind of discover who you are. So
Yeah.
let them express themselves, you guys.
Yeah.
And then so we're coming to the end of the show before we get into the questions. What can you share with aspiring streamers, or what words of wisdom can you share with your listeners? I'd actually even like to add one more to that. So what would you tell your 21-year-old self, having known what you've gone through, or and whatnot? What would you tell your 21-year-old self, what you know now that you didn't know then? So first of all, aspiring words to and parting words to listeners and followers, and then what would you tell your your younger self?
Sure. I would say for aspiring streamers, I think that the most important thing is to just be yourself. Never try to, please the audience just to get, more viewers or whatever. Because I guess at one point they're just, I don't know. I believe in authenticity.
Sure.
And I think it's a great foundation, no matter what you end up doing, because at the end of the day, at least for me, I think building a good community is the most important thing when streaming, because streaming is based around the interactions that you have with the chat.
Right.
Otherwise you just otherwise why stream on Twitch? You might as well make a YouTube video, right?
Right. Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah. That's what this platform is centered around. The reason why people go on Twitch is not to see like maybe sometimes great gameplay, but like they can also watch YouTube for that.
Yeah.
But it's that live interaction that you have, and because that's what this platform is for, you want to capitalize upon that and make your stream about how you can show yourself to the world and how you can best communicate with your community. And I think there are people out there who think, okay, like this is something like if I want more viewers, I need to do this.
Right.
If I want more views, I need to do this. And they change things up, and sometimes most of the time it works for maybe like a day or two, but then it gets old, or you end up not feeling completely happy with what you're doing. And because I do know people who they get the most viewers by doing one type of content, for example, like helping people with some like missions on a game. And
yeah.
I know someone that was doing that, and they said that, I mean, they were getting a lot of viewers doing it, but they really didn't like doing it.
Oh,
And
right.
at the end of the day, it's just not fun, and you're not happy.
Right. So be authentic. Have authenticity, and then interacting with your chat, with your follow or your viewers. Yeah, that's awesome. And then now, what would you tell your younger self, knowing what you know now and what you didn't know then? Let's say, what would you, if you could go back and tell, hey, Felicity, instead of this, maybe you ought to, whatever.
There's always things that, you look back and you're like, oh, I should have done this. If I had this knowledge and knew that it was this easy, a lot of those things are like, okay, don't waste so much time doing this. I mean, when I was 21, I was a party animal, first of all. I don't look back, and I don't regret the things that I've done in the past, because all of that stuff led to where I am right now, and I'm happy with where I am right now as a person. And but if there is advice, I think it would have been good to maybe chase after things that I was more I don't know,
passionate about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot from people where they say, I wish I would have started sooner, with my passion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the most common thing. And I mean, I feel that way too. But at
Yeah.
the same time, like when I was working towards something before, I guess it was just kind of like I made myself believe that I was chasing my passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe I think I just didn't really know.
So, oftentimes I also hear people say, the only person that was stopping me from doing what I wanted to do was me. And that was me, 4 or 5 years ago, because I've always wanted to, have a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to have a podcast, all that. And when I was in college, that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't pursue broadcast journalism because it was too saturated. The field was too saturated. So I kicked myself when I didn't go that route, and I ended up going the communications route. So, and then, fast forward to, several years later, I thought, well, what's stopping me now from pursuing that? Now that you're out of college and, you have all these passion projects, I think you hit it in the nail that, start it sooner. If you have the passion, just do it, start it.
Just go for it. Yep.
Exactly.
Take a chance when you're young.
Exactly. And oftentimes you don't necessarily, you may not start off with all the things and the quality stuff that you need. I mean, half of this stuff didn't come from, I didn't get it just yesterday. It took me a while to get things right, or to build my podcast, or to build the YouTube channel, all that. So, and
Takes time.
And it kind of goes well with what you were saying in that, it took some time for you to build to as a gamer, and then to get, and when you finally got partnered, just all the hard work that went into it, it's coming to it's rewarding, right? So yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, you hit the nail on the head. That's true. It takes time, and like Rayuba said as well, it's never too late to start.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
true.
Absolutely.
Very
Okay, so and then we've got one last question for Felicity, and before we get into the questions and answers, which I actually have the Q&A up right now, but hi Dre. So what is one thing about yourself people don't know?
Oh yeah, this question.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually really, really, really shy. And
I'd never guess.
I told Annie this yesterday, or the day before, whenever it was, and she's like, "No way!" And it's true, guys. I'm actually really, really shy.
Exactly.
I know.
See what?
It's hard to believe because I stream and like I talk and things, but I'm actually very, very shy. Like, even at work, the feedback that I get the most is that you are too quiet.
Wow.
And, I'm very quiet. I'm very reserved. Yeah, I'm a naturally shy person. And when I first started, this is actually kind of funny. When I first started streaming, okay, set up my webcam, set up my microphone, I did not talk. I typed to people while I was streaming. In between my StarCraft games, people would ask me stuff. I would not say anything. I would type to them.
Wait a minute, but how you stopped playing and you would type? Really?
Like in between my
in
games.
between, okay.
Yeah, like after a game finished, like I would finish a game, and then you could hear it on the microphone, my typing, like on the keyboard, and I would just type because I was so shy, and I was like, I feel like too shy to like talk.
Oh my gosh, no way.
I know, it's ridiculous.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, growing up too, I was a super shy kid, and my parents were worried that I was just gonna be like shy forever, and I was afraid of giving presentations in school and all of that. And going back to the story when you asked me how my parents felt when they had seen Dare to Duet for the first time, that's my mom, like, she was like, wow, you're actually like good at speaking. It's because in the past she hasn't seen me like, and I've made big improvements in terms of like giving presentations and like speaking and all of that. Like I've come a long way from where I used to be.
Oh, I'd never guess. Honestly, just like I told you a couple of days, I would never guess that you're shy. I mean, I can maybe see it a tiny bit, but then once, no, I'm like, Come on.
When I get comfortable, I'm like fine. I'm
Yeah.
okay. But in like settings where I don't know people, I just like kind of like close off, and I'm super shy.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad that we had an opportunity to talk here and to be able to just share, because like I said, I'd never guessed that you were shy. Hi, the Daddy Reynolds. Okay, so we are going to get to some of the Q&A now. Thank you guys all so much. You still have time. You can do _join and ask a question. I have about 5 questions here. I'm going to leave it open for a few more minutes, and then I am going to close it so that we can at least, give Felicity a break. So one of the questions, I don't know, I'll ask it. It's by confused person. So you can decide on whether or not if you think this is too personal, or if it's it's
I have
okay.
a choice.
Yeah. His question here, I'm going to bring this over real quick. His question is, what happened to the place in Tampa?
Oh, sure. I still have that place. So I actually bought a townhouse when I was 25, I think. 26? 26, 25, 26. And that's my place. I guess it's my permanent place. It's still there. And I have all intention of keeping it, even though I got laid off. I'm gonna do everything I can to not have to sell it. So we'll see.
Right. And then the reason why you're here at your parents' house is because of COVID.
Yeah,
Right.
it's because of the pandemic. That's why I'm here. My parents and my whole family, we're really close, and my parents are worried about my brother and I, so we're both back here, and I guess I'll be here for a while, depending.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, wherever you are, you have a following, so people are just going to, just follow you wherever you go. So all awesome. Okay. Subversive Citizen asks, here, I'll bring this over. Sorry.
Sure.
Subversive Citizen says, what other languages, if any, do you speak, and how does that influence you musically, if at all?
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I speak Chinese, Mandarin, and I know a little bit of French. I took French in high school, and I can speak a tiny bit of it. I've lost most of it, but I am fluent in Chinese. I don't think it has influenced me musically, though, like in terms of like singing or something like that.
Right.
I don't think so.
And do you talk to your family in Chinese or in English?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I talk to my family in Chinese. My grandma also lives in this house with us at the moment, and she doesn't speak English. So my brother and I, we speak a lot of Chinese here.
Oh,
and it
very
helps us
cool.
like retain our Chinese.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So she's fluent in Chinese and of course English. But do you read Chinese, Mandarin Chinese also? Do you read it?
I can read some, and I used to be a lot better, but since I haven't done it in so long, I've forgotten a lot of it. But I can read a little bit.
So are there any let's say Chinese, or I don't even know if this is the proper way to ask this, but are there any Chinese artists or pop artists that you follow, let's say, or that maybe that maybe is Chinese American? So for all
I guess
you,
not right now, but I know that when I was in like high school, I liked Jay Chow a lot because I thought he was really cute.
Forget the musical ability. She just oh
I
God.
like Jay Chow. No, but I haven't. That was so long ago.
Yeah. Oh my
other than
gosh.
that, not really now.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. I just haven't been.
Sure.
following it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so there you go. Subversive Citizen. Thank you so much for the question. Okay, so let's see. All nonchalant here. I keep always forgetting to bring these over. I keep let's clear the queue. All nonchalant asks, how many countries have you traveled to? Oh yeah, because you like to travel. That's a good one.
I do like to travel. Okay, so I have been to Canada. I have been to Mexico on a cruise. Oh, and for work actually.
Oh, nice.
I have been to China many times. because we have our relatives there. And then the last 3 years I've traveled to Europe. So I've been to France, Spain, Portugal, the UK, Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark.
Oh my goodness.
Italy. I think those are.
Your passport must be like stamped off.
Yeah, it's just been really cool like the past few years. I would have been going on another trip this year. I don't know where. I would have probably decided by now. But no, it's just been really cool, like after you go once, you just have like the travel bug and you want to see these countries, and every time I go I take one of those like walking tours.
Yeah.
They actually tell you so much about the country, and like I don't know, you just learn so much, and that's always a lot of history that you get to learn about, and you see all this. Like my favorite thing is just seeing all the architecture. That's super cool.
I love all that. Are you a history buff? Do you like to look at like this is not nearly traveling, but I went to Alcatraz once. Don't laugh, you guys. I went to Alcatraz up here in San Francisco. I went to the Rock, right? So I get there and I put these headsets on and I'm watching or like listening to the audio and I'm following along. You should see a million of us doing the same thing. It looks so hilarious. Put the audio on and we're watching all the different things. And if you look to your left and we look to our left, and so I mean I can imagine how fun that is. But with the pandemic and whatnot, I'm sure it must be like just killing you that you can't go travel.
Yeah, no, I'm okay for now. I'd rather just not, I'd rather just not in this time.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Be safe. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
be safe.
Exactly.
And yes, TC, yeah, she did say the Netherlands. So yeah, Alcatraz would be fascinating to see. It truly was. That's a whole different story. It's a whole nother podcast. It was amazing though, but it was really, it's a whole different story. Okay, so moving on. We have Sugrath asks, Fel, if you could learn one subject instantly, what would it be and why? Nice question.
Oh, man.
I know.
Tough. Gosh, like just like master a subject?
Yeah, like if there was, like if money were no object, if distance and geography were no object, what would you like to learn and what instantly and what would it be and why? Why? That's a good one. Why?
Gosh, that is so difficult. Maybe something like computer science.
Oh, but you come on, you're already in computers. But like, let's say you had like
I don't know that. It's just like it work.
Yeah, true. Nothing like something maybe. Do you draw?
Does it have to be okay? So it doesn't have to be like that. Okay.
No.
Okay, like. You mean just like, can it be like a skill?
Sugrath, do you want to maybe define your question a little bit more? Is it a skill or something creative or something,
Because if it's a skill, I would say a freestyle rapping. Freestyle rapping, that would be it. But I don't know if that's like a subject,
Yeah, that's.
Because I think that is something that is very, 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 very difficult to learn.
I love that. That's. I'm glad you said that because I don't know about you, but on twitchsings, I completely shy away from all the rap songs. Will not do it. And I stupidly once had in my channel, like using your channel points, use your 1,000 points for me to rap. And then somebody did. And I freaking crashed and burned. Never again. I took it off. So yeah.
I actually really, really love rapping, but I'm bad at it. But like being able to freestyle rap, gosh, just like come up with lyrics on the spot. That's what I want the most.
Okay, so in 5 years we expect to see that. No. That's where you're going to be in 5 years.
That would be incredible.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and Tam Ganchu. Oh my god, she
is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my, it's ridiculous.
I mean, just when I had her on the show not too long ago, or actually a year ago, actually, we showed some of her videos, and she was like, I was floored. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, at least you can read fast. I can't read fast. Like I'll pretend, I'll look at it, and I get sweat beads when I'm watching or when I'm on Twitch Sings, and somebody requests a rap. I'm like, oh no.
It is hard if you don't know the flow. It's like it's so hard to read through it, and even some fast songs in terms of singing are hard too.
Yeah.
Like if it's really fast, sometimes I can't like get through the words.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, at least I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone.
Okay, and then so I'm not really sure how to pronounce this. Is it Ryuba?
I say Ryuba.
Ryuba. Okay, so outside of karaoke, have you ever sang live? Well, she just did. She did that one at TwitchCon.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did that one, and then at my university, I've done a few like shows where my friend and I, my friends and I, we would put together like mashups and things like that. So we've performed. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He asked it before we showed the
Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay. All good. Awesome. And so in college. So did you play a lot in college or not necessarily? Just
not
whenever?
a lot, but whenever there was like an opportunity, I had a friend who was like really involved in some of like the organizations and stuff, and she was always like, let's perform, let's sign up. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then we would put together like a mashup of songs.
Right. So you never shy away from a talent show when somebody asks you, right?
I guess not. Yeah, I guess I don't.
Yeah. See, you're not shy.
I still get nervous. I usually take like a few shots before I get on stage.
Oh, you heard it here, guys. The secret's out. Just kidding.
This is so bad, but there was one time, and this was back in college. I don't do this anymore, but there was one time a friend and we ended up taking like, I think we had about 6 or 7 drinks probably. And then we went to perform, and afterwards we met up with our friends, and they're like, you guys reek of alcohol right now. Like that's how bad it was. We were like, you could just smell it all. It was like, we did good though.
Well, yeah,
but
you know,
it's like a blur kind
yeah.
of.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of liquid encouragement, right? Yeah, exactly. Good question. Okay, so Arctic Fox asks, who is your favorite mod?
Oh, Arctic, of course.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna pick Fate Winters. That one come in, right?
That's hilarious. So
she is still a mod on my channel.
Oh.
So she's my like one of my closest friends in real life.
Oh, very cool. See, haha, Arctic. No, just kidding. Good try. We liked it. Nice of you to sneak that in there. Okay, El Canadiano. I think we have one more question after El Canadiano. You do have just a little bit more time. I'm going to close the queue, you guys, in just a minute. Actually, if after this question by El Canadiano, I will close it. Okay. So El Canadiano asks, do you have any other ethnicities other than Chinese?
Am I?
Are you?
Like?
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
I do not. I am full Chinese.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Full Chinese.
I'm full 100% Chinese. I used to trick people though. When I was in college, people would always ask, and I always told people I was 1/4 Hispanic. I don't know why I did that, but I used to tell people that, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and then they would be like, I can see it. It's your eye. I'm like, yes, it is. Exactly.
Not only did you fool them, and then now they fell further. Like, oh, I can see it. Oh my goodness, that is so hilarious. Do you ever get mistaken for like other cultures? I get it all the time. I'm Filipino, full Filipino. 100% Filipino. Sometimes I get asked if I'm Guamanian or Hawaiian. I get that a lot because
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Do you get mistaken for other ethnicities?
Yeah. I get mistaken for Filipino a lot.
Ah, hey, what's up?
Yeah. And even when I go to China, a lot of times people ask, "Oh, are you full Chinese?"
Oh,
so I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of cool that like, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool to get like mistaken.
Does it blow? I mean, do you find people's minds blown? Like you could, because you speak very, very fluent English, and then when you like in a setting where you can speak your Mandarin Chinese, do you get the looks like, oh my gosh, or
sometimes
yeah?
I feel like it's more like on Twitch. Maybe.
Really interesting. Have you spoken on Twitch? Yeah.
Speak Chinese. Yeah, like once in a blue moon, like someone comes in and they're like Chinese, and like maybe I'll just say like one phrase or something, and like, oh wow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's so cool. Well, I only know the bad words in Filipino, so don't even try. Well, and then sometimes the elders will start talking, behind my back and start talking, and I'm like, I can hear you and I know what you're saying, so haha. I guess it's the one good thing about learning the language but not being able to speak it.
Yeah, so you can understand.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, 2 more questions. I'm going to close this queue now. Here we go. Last call for questions. The Daddy Reynolds asks, if you could be in the room where it happened, if you could be in the room where it happened during one moment in history, what would it be? Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great question.
That is such a tough question.
Yeah.
Because I feel like whatever I think of later, like in like a few minutes, I'm probably gonna think of something better than that. Because there's just so many choices, right?
Yeah.
Good
question though. Ooh.
Gosh. Okay, the only things that are coming to my mind are like really weird, like random things. And the thing that's coming to my mind is when they built that thing between the UK and France, that tunnel underground where the train goes through. I recently watched like a documentary on this, and it interested me so much. The Channel Tunnel. I know it's so dumb. Okay, I know that's probably not what like I want to choose, but like that comes to my mind because I watched the documentary.
That is so funny. Yeah. Yeah.
How they built that thing. Like they built the whole thing underwater and no water leaks into it. And it's like the whole entire train goes through underneath the water.
Wait. So it's not one thing that it's already waterproof and underground, but they built it underground.
Oh, well, I guess I guess it's like under the water.
Okay, all you history people tell us.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow. Okay. So in between, it's the tunnel from the UK to France. TC says. Okay.
Yeah, they had to go under the ocean.
Like the
they
Holland
built that
Tunnel.
Whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Wow. Good question. Oh my gosh, that's a good question. That's like
it is a good question, but I know that's probably not my real answer because in like a minute I'm like, dang it, there was this other thing.
Yeah.
Like it was probably a lot cooler than that,
Well, okay. If I were to choose, and it's not about me, I understand, but something that came to my mind was when the what was it? When the space shuttle that launched in 1986. Was it 85 or 86? Oh God, I just aged myself. When it launched and we had that one teacher on board and everybody was so excited and we're celebrating, first of all, putting a teacher on, in a spacecraft and a space shuttle and launching it. But when the Challenger, right, when the Challenger 86, when the Challenger blew up, in its launch path, right, basically. And I not that I would have wanted to see what was the reaction in the control room, but you got to imagine what that was like oh my God, because everybody was super excited, they're cheering, right, and then and then sorry, I don't mean to be a downer.
You can't imagine. No. It's like these very interesting, very huge moments in history that it's just it would have like be there for those times. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, but I think your question or your answer was also really good because, I mean,
kind of weird.
Well, I mean, but what you said, it's like they built it underground and it is underground. Wait, did they build it underground during?
They had to have, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the ocean there.
Right. It's not like they built it somewhere else and then they plopped it in there.
Yeah, they had to do so much planning, and for them to dig, they had a group from the UK and a group from France, and they met in the middle.
Oh my God.
That's how they built it. Yeah, and they had to like go underwater. They had to plan all of it because they don't know where the water levels are. They have to just they had to map the whole thing out somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow they were able to meet in the middle.
Yeah, how do
Like,
you not
how can
drown?
they measure that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did they measure that?
Yeah.
But they had a lot of issues. They had water leakage. It was very dangerous.
Wow.
They had a huge fire as well.
And what's
Sorry,
that's okay. What's the name of that documentary? Now I want to go watch it. What's the name of that one?
Well, it's the Channel Tunnel.
The Channel Tunnel. Okay, everybody go look at the Channel Tunnel.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more questions and then Felicity is off the hook. Wifey Loves Nerd asks, what is your favorite meal? Good question.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
a foodie, remember? She's a
I am
foodie.
a foodie. That's true. I really love sushi.
Yay!
That might be my favorite. But I also love Korean barbecue as well. Dang it, that sounds so good.
Oh my God, I'm hungry now.
Maybe like a sushi, we can go to like a sushi bar with a Korean, that's too much food.
It's too
I
much
think I'd be
food.
too sad because I wouldn't be able to eat everything I want to eat.
I know. I'm one of those people where one trip I just pile everything on and then I don't go back for several more trips. So, so sushi's on the table and Korean barbecue, she says. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Last question. Okay. And this is Ryuba again asking if you can eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? We just kind of the same thing, but no, actually, no. Yeah.
One food,
One
right?
food,
Like
yeah.
one food as in like one food by itself. Because I actually had this conversation with my family. We like analyzed this to the core. So what my family does. But is it like one food or is it like, you can like, is it something like salad and you can have any kinds of salads for the rest of your life? Or it's like pizza and you can have any kind of toppings on the pizza? Or is it literally like one like fruit or vegetable or meat?
Good question.
It depends.
Yeah.
Because then I have different answers for each, for each of those. But yeah, it's like or meal. Specific food as in like one like one fruit or something like that, like one, because I have my answer for that already. I already know.
Yeah.
If it's a specific food, avocado.
Oh.
I'll have avocado for the rest of my life because avocado is actually avocado has a lot of different nutrients and you can actually survive off of it.
Nutrient rich. Yeah. Just like a banana, right?
And you can have it in different ways, Well, I don't know if you're allowing us to put like condiments on it, like you put like salt and pepper and
Oh,
things like
sure.
that.
Yeah. That makes sense. You can't do avocado. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Well, I think you're missing out on mine.
I know. And then Johnny just says, I'm hungry now for Cope and ramen now. Oh my God, I'm serious. I'm hungry, period. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful time. Felicity, thank you so much for being on this show. I'm so glad that we finally got it to make it work and that you're just lovely as always in person and on stream. I just absolutely adore you. And I'm so thankful. Oh, thank you. I'm so thankful that we got to meet. I'm thankful that we had this opportunity to get to know a little bit more about Felicity. And I'm happy that all of you guys were here. Thank you guys all so very much for being here. If are my mods still here? I think they are. Can we shout out all of Felicity's channels? I think she has if we shout out her Twitch channel and then her what did I say? Her Twitter, please. I sent it to you guys. Help me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so very much. Okay, well at this time I would please come back, stop by anytime you're free. Come check out the Annie Talk Show. Felicity, and for everybody here in chat, thank you for being here. Please stop by anytime. And then if you guys haven't already checked out Felicity's stream, please go do so. Do you have any idea when your next Dare to Duet will be?
we are not sure about that yet.
Okay, so
just with all the stuff that's been going on.
Got
we
it.
need
Yeah.
Some time to kind of reset and like figure everything out before that happens.
Got it. Well, okay. So then you guys go follow her so that you can at least know when she has any announcements or when her next Dare to Duet or any of her events. She has quite a few events too. She hosts tournaments. We didn't touch on that a little bit. So maybe you can touch just very, very quickly about your tournaments that you host.
Oh, sure. Recently we've just been hosting some TFT team fight tactics tournaments, but that's not the only thing that we'll be doing. We have some very exciting upcoming things if you guys stay tuned.
Awesome.
I'm sure we'll be bringing some more interesting content. But,
perfect.
Thank you so much, Annie. I really, really appreciate this. I'm glad we were able to do this. And guys, if you guys haven't followed Annie yet, make sure you do. She's worked really, really hard on the show, and I can see all the work that you put in, and like I can just see how passionate you are about doing your shows. And I mean, it's just so much fun to be able to share my experiences and hear about yours as well. And it's been a really fun time being able to talk with you.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. This is a passion project that I've had forever and ever, and I finally made it happen a couple years ago. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Oh my God, you guys are so sweet. Okay, I think can somebody quickly check Marknificent? I think if Marknificent's available, I was going to send everybody over there and let's go share some love with Marknificent. I think he's going to be streaming here in just a little bit, or if he's not already. So if you're not already following Marknificent, please go do so. And then here's if you're already subbed to my channel, here's my raid call. You can copy and paste this. Over and out. What? Over and out.
I love Magnificent. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Mark is not yet? Oh, darn. Okay. I thought okay. Bummer. Sorry. Well, then. Mark. Where are you at? Wait. Oh, wait. He just went live. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go. Let us go share some love to Mark. And if you guys, like I said, if you're not already following Fel, please go do so. Please go follow her. She's amazing. I love her to death, and I'm so happy that we finally got to meet in person. And I'm super happy that we had this opportunity to talk. Whoops, and get to know Fel. Sorry, that was really loud. To get to know her. Thank you guys. This is we're gonna send you guys over to Mark right now. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just. Marknificent. Here we go. Awesome. Thank you guys all very, very, very much. Thank you, Fel. I really, truly appreciate it. I love you so much. Thank you, and have a good time, you guys. Everybody, thank you again for being here.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Annie.
You're welcome.
Have a drink or two. We be together and forever, and we never ever ever fall apart.
Okay.
For eternity. I like to wake up next to you and show your
I am
lovely hair wrapped inside my arms, paradise. I wanna keep
How you doing right now?
there.
Oh my gosh, I'm